on Zach, and he was Teemo. I got wrecked by it. The lane pressure too high. And why are we not starting? Oh, they're making a gentleman's agreement to not ban Teemo or Vladimir.
Okay, we're gonna see the.
I like that.
This is where we're gonna see the disrespectful. Like Solus Pizza's gonna pick Teemo, Jimmy's gonna pick Vladimir. Are they gonna swap?
That's no. I want to watch this lane matchup. Vlad vs Teemo would be really good. I wish we could start letting some of these strong, like, personal picks through, because that's what makes these games exciting. Yes, Jimmy will tear people up, but if there's someone on the inner team who's, really good with a champ, and they can balance it out, I'm all for seeing the high skill matchup.
I agree. No, I agree. I would much rather see, so long as teams are balanced, assuming teams are balanced, if we saw power picks and nothing but them for people's favorite champions, I'm down.
Oh, ooh, that would be beautiful. Blind pick games?
Oh my god. Let's do it, man.
Well, the only reason we're really on Tournament Draft is for the pause. I mean, that's the only reason I do it.
Look,
it's for the pause.
How do they pause an OGN on their blind pick matches?
Huh.
Because they use the standard client.
Really?
They don't have... They're connected to servers and everything, dude. Riot doesn't give out their tournament client to anybody.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's why OGN does patches so much faster than the West. I'm sorry, LCK, guys. LCK.
Wait, what does the K stand for?
Korea.
Oh, okay.
League Championship Korea.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, no, Korea plays on the live client. That's why sometimes they have lag and internet issues. And that's also why when the patch hits, they're playing live. They get all the bugs and everything.
It's pretty crazy. At the same time, I like it.
I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. For big tournaments, I'm like, yeah, we should probably not be playing on the live patch.
But if you want to measure a team's ability to adapt, you toss them in to competitive play on the live client.
It's true. Oh my goodness gracious.
Solus Pizza getting that karma pickup. He is really enjoying that right now.
Yeah, that's kind of his special. Even when we don't make him play mid lane, when we play with him, it's just kind of what he hovers to. I think he's found his home, his comfort pick.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing when you find that champion, because they are what allows you to focus on different aspects of the game. Like you get on that one champion where you know them like the back of your hand, and you kind of just it's beautiful. I need to play more Zach. Gotta play more Zach.
And even that's the thing, is I could be having a bad day or be performing on League. If I queue up a Sivir, I'm probably just gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Just gotta have fun with the game, and sometimes it's just champion specific.
Yeah. It's what you've got to do. A lot of times when I play with Compy and Jeff, we go through all these troll games, and after losing 5 times in a row, we're like, how about we win one?
I remember the most recent one where we're like, are we tryharding? Yeah, we're tryharding.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock him over real quick. All right, glad we got that out of the way. Let's go back to trolling.
Okay. That's that blind pick Sona. Which is interesting, because you know the Hurricane's going to be on 1 of 2 champions, right?
Oh, yeah. Pretty much. It's either going to be the Janna or the Nami. Yeah. Both just such good support pickups.
Yes.
Doesn't get much better than those two in terms of support play. At least in terms of, ranged, peely supports. Uh-oh, the Gnar hover. I mean, not Gnar, Nautilus hover. I love Nautilus, man. I need to play a huge amount of Nautilus jungle.
He's such a fun champion.
Yeah.
I think it's that big auto attack. You feel so good when you swing with that auto attack.
Yeah, and it's especially with the passive, how it roots them in place with the first hit.
Well, yeah, you're like, I am this huge dude. I should be doing something impactful, right?
Yeah.
And if you have your shield going too, it not only stuns them, you do a massive amount of damage. You're just like, yeah, this feels right. This is one of those few times in the game when you're like, yeah, my animation matches what I should be doing.
Yeah. It's like I just hit that guy with an anchor. Yeah, get wrecked. And then they're just like, oh no, flash away. No, hook in, get over here, yeah.
Come here. Come here. I really wish we would see more Nautilus play. Even in the support role, I think he'd be okay. Like, I think Callista Nautilus would be an interesting thing.
Really?
You can throw him forward and get the auto route.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty crazy. I've got a friend who would be just giddy to hear you say things like this. He's all about the Nautilus support.
I think it's got a role. I think if Blitzcrank and Thresh are good, I think support Nautilus can be very similar.
You do have a point there. Now, Nautilus, I don't think... Does he have comparable burst to Blitz? Actually, he might. With his ultimate,
Yep.
The knockup is probably the same as Blitz burst.
Yeah, I mean, it's not AoE. Well, it's kind of AoE.
Yeah.
It's a weird AoE, but I really do think that I think if you compare Blitzcrank to Nautilus, it's not... The hooks aren't as impactful, but I think his teamfight presence or his peel alone is significantly better, right?
Right.
I think there at least there is a discussion to be had where you're like, well, I'm going to go Blitzcrank. Why not Nautilus?
Yeah. Oh, man. DCB in the chat saying Nautilus better have the new skin. I forgot that there's a new skin for Nautilus.
Yep. By the way, shout out to my boy, George P. Already gave me the silver skin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
shout
man.
out to my boy. Thank you.
Dude, this Nautilus splash looks sick. Dude, looks gigantic. Dude, that's a 750 skin? Is that on sale?
I think so.
Oh no, right? You know how to tease my wallet.
Your wallet is already crying.
Yes. you know how to tease my wallet. I got the survey thing in my email today about palette swaps and stuff. Would I buy them? They're like, if we offered a 3-color palette swap, like for $520, would you buy it? And I was like, hell yeah.
Man, I would be down for like $250. $520 seems like a lot for a palette swap.
No, for a pack of 3.
Oh, okay, that's better. I was thinking $250 per.
No. Like $520 for a pack of 3 is awesome.
Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It'd give you a little bit more customization too.
Yeah.
Like,
even if it's just for like a base skin set, because honestly, a lot of the skins are kind of their own thing, and you don't want to really mess with them. But the base model of a lot of the champions, I totally swap colors on that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you could just, I don't know, how would you do that? I'd be intrigued to see how that works. What'd be really cool is if you bought like a CLG icon in the store or whatever, your summoner icon.
Mm-hmm.
If that displayed somewhere on your champion, I think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be too hard to implement.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be pretty awesome. Like, it'd give you another reason to buy them.
I think that would also increase the price of them. Because they're doing pretty well.
Yeah,
just being logos.
Yeah. I think it'd be pretty cool though.
Yeah. You know what they could do very easily is add it to your, like, make it so it somehow changes the border around your portrait and the loading screen or something like that.
Ooh, that would be.
Or adds like a little decorative flag to the bottom for your team.
Ooh,
I'd be down for that.
Maybe if you have a team of 5 people with like the TSM icon, you get a TSM in front of your name.
Ooh. or the loading screen actually has a background behind it instead of just black.
Ooh.
But they'd have to change the way a lot of these portraits work in the loading screen, because they did that for what was it, the sand thing.
Yeah.
And like there was just the weird black border around all of the champion portraits before it got to the box, and I was like, this doesn't look as good as it could.
Yeah.
These things happen from time to time, though.
Sometimes, well, I mean, everybody, you have the black loading screen, everyone's like, all right, cool, we'll just go with that, right? And then they suddenly change it after 3 years of playing?
Yeah,
no one expects that.
It was really startling for me, and I was like, not only is this weird, but the sand is kind of just MS Paint splashes of sand. Someone probably spent 2.5 hours on it. But honestly...
Maybe.
It just didn't look good.
Yeah, I agree. Did they change something about Mecha Kazakhs?
I don't know.
Mrs. Let me see. I actually didn't miss thing first. Huh. Interesting.
It's Will the Yordle in our chat. Hello, Will the Yordle.
Get out of here, Will. Get out of here. Shoot.
Oh my goodness. So mean.
We don't need Yordles in here.
Oh, he's got the Nautilus skin. Look at how cool he looks.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Dude, that Sivir skin looks sick too. Like, actually, that whole series of skins just looks amazing. I haven't seen it in game, but I think it just... Splash art alone is amazing.
Remember when I think I might have said it the last time we recorded the podcast, but I was like, they just need to stop milking these regular skin sets so much. I mean, alright, the arcade set is done. Alright, it's done. And move on to the new thing. This Warden set, though? Beautiful.
Well, there's the difference of, like, it came out as one. It was a single release unit. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But being, like, a year later, like, Arcade Zona needs a friend. Let's give her Arcade MF. Okay.
Arcade Hecarim. Arcade everyone. Arcade Vagar. Arcade blah 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 blah. And it's just like, alright, calm down. Chill out.
Like, there are champions that need love. Yes. Arcade MF is amazing.
Yeah.
Got it. Hecarim needed a skin. Okay, cool. I get it.
But give him something that's new.
Vigor does not need more skins, goddammit. Stop it.
Give them access to that, what is it? The Winter Olympics Vagar skin again. They'll love you just the same.
Yep, it's true. Like, there's only like 7 Vigor players on the Rift anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
Uh-oh, what's this? Oh no, Tannen's in the game. Tannen's in the game. And that means it's invade time, boys.
Oh no.
There it is.
That's right.
Tannen's in the game.
It's alright, which is interesting, because when Tannen's in the game and he's on his Vladimir, he always invades, even though Vlad's so bad at level 1.
He really is. Marco Smooth's not paying attention. He needs to get up here, honestly. Hurry it up. What are you...
You are your level 1 team fight.
Yeah, you need to be the Rockets, in there doing the AoEs and whatnot.
Victor just got a skin. I'm looking at you. Victor just got Creator Victor. There are champions out there that have been starving for skins for years.
Here it goes. Tannen. Alright, is he going to do the sneaky move? Yes, they're turning it to the Tri-Brush. Oh my goodness. This is how you invade on the bottom side of the map. Alright, now, is Tannen recalling? Alright.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be so funny.
Tannen, oh, there it is. The Tannen nope. He's led his team into this invade and says, good, you guys take it from here. I'm going top.
It's going to be a 3v4 though. Oh, they're not going to go for it. Oh no.
Oh, they're backing out.
No.
They're backing out. Oh, this Nautilus skin. His anchor looks a little bit funny. But you know what? You actually know that. Let's zoom in on that.
He looks like Darius, dude. Like, he looks like Darius with a funny walk, actually.
I guess his anchor looks really thick because I want to say that it looks like an axe, but it's not. It's an anchor, so that's why it's not sharp at the corners.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I think it's supposed to be an axe in the skin, though. Oh my goodness, Nautilus is so good. Look at this guy. Look at him take no damage in this jungle. Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Look at him. Look at how big that shield is. He'd be my hero if he gets level 3 and puts another point in the shield and just wrecks this jungle.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, Nautilus definitely... His jungle clear scales up definitely as he gets more points in that shield. He does not need hook yet.
Yeah.
You don't need it unless you're going for the early gank, which I also approve of.
Yeah, I mean, that hook can be devastating. Top side of the map, Tannen's doing a great job of trading back and forth between Jimmy the Slayer, just not letting him have his way in this lane. Soulless Pizza gets a good binding down onto Joda and responds with a empowered Q to chunk him down there. Jimmy getting a little bit angry with how much damage he's taken from Tannen here, just responds with a blinding dart and a few more shots of poison. Bottom lane. Looks like blue team wants to push up. Kuju and Marco Smooth doing a great job of keeping Corki and Nami on their back foot. The Hurricane still at full HP, but DD Light may not want to be in a position where he wants to go in for any sort of trading.
Alright, so I'm going to say in this bot lane, Hurricane, like the red side bot lane is definitely getting an advantage though, because look at all the mana. Actually, that trade was brutal.
Yeah.
That equalized it quite a bit. But I was going to say, Nura's doing a much better job of managing her mana compared to Sona.
Mm-hmm.
So... and that's just the nature of, oh my goodness, Soulless Pizza might be in trouble. Nice,
Ooh, the Q actually doesn't land onto Gaston. It only hits Joda, and that kind of splits up his DPS. Flash forward from Joda, but he actually doesn't land his auto attack. Soulless Pizza still goes down at the tail end of it. The Ignite is just enough damage to knock him over.
Okay. I saw an animation on Soulless Pizza right there that I have never seen before in League of Legends. There was a circle around his character. It was white and clear, and it was counting down. It was like ticking down a clockwise pattern around us. Do you know what that is?
Can I rewind and take a look? Hold on.
I have no idea what the heck that is.
That is the root.
Is that the root?
That's the root
timer?
cooldown from, that's the root cooldown from Gaston.
Okay, alright. Fair enough. I've never, I see Nautilus so rarely, and usually when I see a Nautilus, I'm busy fleeing.
Yeah. Alright, top side of the map. Jimmy the Slayer throws down his Ignite onto Tan and may pick up the kill with the poison. Doesn't quite nab it. Fatal finish now, trying to last hit Jimmy. Will knock him over on the tail end. Good gank on his part. Mid lane, Soulless Pizza getting some damage down onto Joda. I'm just fast forwarding, trying to get back to live here, and we are alive. Bubble lands from the Kuju in the bottom side of the map. Marco Smooth just throwing out some rockets now. That zap might miss Nura. And it looks like
big boy Nautilus is there.
Oh my goodness, Nautilus really doing a fantastic job of getting his gank down. He actually lands the hook despite the flash from Marco Smooth. Exhaust goes down onto Gaston. Bubble misses from onto Kuju out of the Hurricane, and blue team will make it out of this one. But pretty much they burn most of their summoners to get away from that. Soulless Pizza is really just doing a fantastic job of having this lane pressure. As he plays more and more of this Karma in the mid lane, you really start to see that his lane dominance is it's leveling up every game I see him play it.
It is definitely getting better and better. I mean, I think the last time we saw it on stream, he may have been going against Jimmy, and that was just not a fair judge of how good his karma is.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we're seeing that again, where the two different junglers go for two different items. Vi going for that Chilling Smite, whereas Nautilus goes for the Pathfinder. Or, I'm sorry, the Rangers. I don't even know why I keep saying that, but I really do like the early Rangers Trailblazer, man. It is so good.
Yeah, it's a huge boost to your clear speed, and you always have that option to switch items there. Tan and Kinslayer just taking a little bit of hatred from Jimmy the Slayer up top lane. Soulless Pizza once again trying to get that binding, does get it, but doesn't respond with any more damage. Bottom side of the map, Kuju just getting these Q pokes down. Needs to start utilizing some of these auto attacks, because that does give you a buff to your auto attack, and if you're not using it, you're pretty much just wasting damage.
It's true, man. It's true. Alright, so let's take a look. Golds, despite that kill Tannen got in the top lane, Tannen is way back in this lane, but I think that's fair. Tannen's going to need a little bit more time. He's going to need that level 9 power spike in order to start actually trading against Teemo.
Yeah. It's just that Jimmy is so good at playing around with the edge of his auto attack range. Joda gets bound in the mid lane. Gaston shows up looking strong, but it looks like Soulless Pizza is going to be a little bit too quick to get out of this lane. Marco Smooth throws down the Flame Chompers in the bottom side of the map just to ward off the enemy there. Tannen stuck on a turret who wants to pick up as much of this farm as he can. He does get a couple of these minions. Gaston shows up. The actual Volt Breaker misses onto him. Ulti from Joda onto Soulless Pizza goes down. He only has Ignite to try to finish up this kill. Fatal Finish is trying to punch him over, though. Will not be able to get it as he gets under turret. Just as that Nautilus root cooldown refreshes, bottom side of the map, Bubble lands. Tycaller's Blessing goes down from the Hurricane. Exhaust comes out onto Marco Smooth to protect D-Light. It's just going to be enough to allow him to walk back to the turret, recall, and they're both recalling at the same time. I love to see that. Jimmy the Slayer is setting up his traps up in the top lane, and that poison just does so much.
Yeah, I mean, does Tannen ever go Spirit Visage on this in this matchup? I mean, I don't remember his build. It's usually what, Ionian plus Will of the Ancients for 40% CDR?
Yeah, well, I think that puts him at 30. I think he runs 5% in cooldown, picks up Lucidity Boots to get him to 20, and then Will puts him at 30. But for his early game, I think he typically goes Hextech Revolver and Lucidity Boots for the sustain and cooldown.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he might want to consider going Spear Visage, because it's so efficient. Maybe get that Hextech and then dip into a Kindle Gem, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's already invested a good amount into the actual Revolver at this point with those 2 Amp Tomes, so he's pretty much on this path. He's going to have to veer off to another build if he's looking to change up, though.
Well, I think the Revolver's fine. I just feel like if he goes Spirit Visage plus Revolver, he's going to be so much better in this lane.
Right.
But, I don't know, we'll see. Tannen is the resident Vladimir expert, so I'm not going to question what he does. Even if sometimes he's a little crazy. Oh my goodness, Tannen's dead.
Yep, I've been exactly where he's at right now. It is not fun. Oh, Jimmy gets chunked down super low. Doesn't quite get taken out, though. That Vladimir ultimate almost knocking him over.
But he's going to get punched.
Ooh, Fatal Finish shows up. Gets the punch down to get that cleanup kill, and that puts him at 2-0-0. Fatal Finish is sitting up, a good amount of gold above Nautilus right now, about 800. Just because of these cleanups in the top lane, and for the sheer fact he's got quite a bit more farm out of the jungle than Nautilus, what we're seeing here is that Nautilus chose to get that Trailblazing Smite, and he's done more ganking than farming in this early game. Only really getting 1 gank cleaned up, though. And honestly, that Trailblazers hasn't been doing too much work quite yet.
Yeah, no, not much at all, but oh my goodness, Soul's Pizza does catch the Lissandra and then the follow-up hook.
Oh my goodness.
Joda's probably going to be able to survive this.
Oh my goodness, Vi shows up, gets the ulti down. Does he have the shield back up? Yes, Solus Pizza is able to walk away. Vault Breaker doesn't quite land onto Gaston, and because of that, Fatal Finish decides to walk away from the fight. That Vault Breaker, I think typically I've seen a lot of Vi's max that Vault Breaker first, because if you land it as the first part of your gank, it pretty much means you're getting a kill.
Excessive Force Max is an old Vi build. It got nerfed a while back. Tannen might die to poison right here, actually.
He goes down. It lasts so long.
Oh my goodness. But Excessive Force first max on Vi is an old build. Probably shortly after her release that changed. You do more... The old theory used to be you get more AoE damage that way, but actually, nowadays, the Q has a shorter cooldown. It does more damage than the post-nerf Excessive Force, so you are right. That should probably be a Q max. And if you do land it in a gank, it's just so devastating. There's so many benefits to maxing Q first.
Yeah, and the extra cooldown reduction on that Q gives you more mobility in the jungle. I mean, you can jump a few more walls to get to your camps a little bit faster, and saving time in the jungle is, getting more money.
Yep, Tannen does pick up that Null Magic Mantle. I'm really curious what he's going to turn that into. I wonder if he's just going to sit on it for a little while, hope that's enough, or maybe go for that Spectral Scowl that we've been talking about so much.
Yeah. Null Magic Mantle goes down. Jimmy is feeling pretty good about his status in the game right now, and the Hurricane wants to get this pink ward covered up. Can't quite get it yet. Ulti does not come out from Sona. Flash forward, she just doesn't have the mana to throw down the crescendo, and it looks like the Hurricane's going to be able to walk away from that sticky situation. Tannen turns around on Jimmy. Jimmy throws down the trap, and it's going to be enough to keep him up and alive there. Joda turns around to fight in the mid lane. Double ignites are going down. Solus Pizza needs to get the cooldown for his shield back up. Can't quite get it. And one more Q out of Lissandra picks up that kill. Gaston finds Fatal Finish and roots him before he can Vault Breaker away. Hook does not land. And I'm not sure if he wanted that fight anyway. Vi just does so much damage with that Warrior Enchant.
Yeah, she's already got a Warrior Enchant and finish. even with that shield, even with that deceptive power on Nautilus, if I had a level advantage plus that warrior enchant, Jimmy is just going in on Tannen, man.
Yeah, he walked over that mushroom, which triggers the Jimmy style, the Jimmy kill switch. Fatal Finish hits the shroom, looks for the punch on Jimmy, and only finds another shroom. You'll notice that when Jimmy plays Teemo, he does not put down a lot of shrooms, but he puts down very effective shrooms that get used. And that's just, he saves himself a lot of mana that way and allows for more lane harass.
Well, yeah, and as cool as a Magic Mushroom Forest is as a Teemo player, if they're not getting walked on, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's just
the threat
wasted
alone
time.
Is enough. The threat alone, because you're just gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm not going up top. I don't want to die that Magic Mushroom Forest.
Yeah, Soulless Pizza gets bound and actually denies the claw out. Still roots them in place. Good dive from Fatal Finish. Will pick up this kill here. Soulless Pizza tanks out the turret for his gank partner, and they knock that one over easily. They might be rotating down to this dragon. Vi's definitely walking in that direction with that full health. Feeling very confident right now. Gaston shows up. Doesn't get any ward coverage down, but they've got the crab vision, and that's going to allow them to know if they're going for that dragon.
Alright, this, oh my goodness, sick bubble. Fatal Finish gets his Q interrupted. That's just sad to see as a Vi player.
Yep.
Jimmy just trades so rough in this top lane. Tana's finally hit that level 9 power spike, but it just does not matter with that Magi's. Which is it's really hard to tell.
Ooh.
I can't, I'm gonna have to turn my HUD up.
Good health regen there. I believe it's, 9 stacks?
I can't tell because my HUD is pretty minimized right now.
Yeah, it's 9 stacks.
Okay. Keep me up to date on that. I really don't want to change my actual interface.
I would never make you do such a thing.
Okay, good. I don't want to give proper information to the viewers. That's not my job. I'd rather be raw.
Yeah.
All right. Comes down. Ignite 2 pulls so good.
He's trying to get it. No, Jimmy still picks up the kill, but I think they're going to trade here. No, Jimmy stays alive. Oh my goodness, this Magi is stacking to the ceiling. And every time,
so mad.
Tannen is getting so close, but he can't quite clean up these kills, and he's just refusing to get the Spectre's Cowl. Just get the Spectre's Cowl and continue whatever you want to do.
This is one of those times where Tannen conceded he needed a magic resist. He went the null magic mantle. But commit all the way right there. If he had just had a little bit more hit points, he would have been able to win that fight. A little bit more MR, he would have been able to at least go 1 for 1, right?
Right.
This is so... And we're seeing an interesting interaction where Tannen goes forward to aggressively trade and then pulls out, but that doesn't work against Teemo because he's already traded his burst at you. He's already given you the blind. He's already given you the poison. Your pool doesn't actually stop anything.
Yeah.
This is so rough, man. So rough.
Yeah. This is the Jimmy pressure. Good bubble lands up in the bottom side of the map, but DD Light and Hurricane don't decide to really fully commit here. Nautilus shows up and actually sneaks up on even me, picking up a kill easily there after the tidal wave goes down.
Good hook by Nautilus, man. Good map pressure. Taking full advantage of those Moby boots. Vi is going full tank, or full damage, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Got the Hex Drinker picked up to try to handle this Jimmy the Slayer, but honestly, even if they find him... Oh, they knock him over in the jungle here! Jimmy gets dunked! And Jimmy is going to lose a couple stacks there. I think that puts him down to 6 stacks. Yes, it does. So they need more picks like that if they want to stop this guy.
Yeah, I mean, and I love what Tannen's doing right now. They get the kill on Jimmy. He doesn't try to force his tower. He doesn't try to freeze it. He goes where he's needed. He recognizes that he needs his team needs a lot of help too. Marco Smooth in trouble, actually.
Ooh, good Valkyrie forward, right over those Flame Chompers, just not going to let him hold him back, and blue team's looking pretty decent. They're going to pick up this dragon. Nautilus actually hooks his way in, puts down the shield, good burst damage onto Soulless Pizza, but that binding combined with the ultimate is going to heal him back up pretty much. Fatal Finish gets frozen up by the Lissandra ulti. Nautilus goes down to Tannen, and Tannen's going to be looking to clean up a few more here on the Hurricane and DD Light. Can't quite catch up, though, so he's going to start pushing up this minion wave.
Yep. It's true, man. Alright, so... I don't know. I'm always hesitant when Teemo's so far ahead to be like, well, this game, it's devastatingly in the favor of one team or another. Sure, Jimmy's huge. Actually, Jimmy might be in trouble here. I don't know if you want this fight, Jimmy.
Yeah, Kuju did get chunked out by that blind, but he's still got ultimate up. Had he thrown that down onto Jimmy when he got blinded, they could have picked up the kill, but he's given him time to set up a little bit of a trap here. Kuju walks over the second mushroom, picks up the kill, or Teemo picks up the kill onto Sona. The Ignite is burning on Fatal Finish. It will take him down. Joda picking up that kill after death. Now Marco Smooth finally returns to his lane here. Not in a position to really 2v1 this, though.
No, not at all. Yeah, that fight was... That's when flanks go wrong, man. We saw two people try to cut off the backside, the back four of the blue team there, and instead what happened, blue team stayed calm. They kind of just collapsed onto Joda and Jimmy, and just killed them both. It cost them their Sona, but that was the only way they got out. Good play. Really, really good play out of blue team. They did not try to cut and run. They just stuck together.
Yeah, definitely. See Nautilus picking up that buff there. Marco Smooth doing a good job right here. He showed up back to the bottom lane. He was like, wait a minute, my turret's not even up right now. Rotates immediately to the mid lane and uses that really quick auto attack speed that you get from the Jinx Gatling gun to knock this mid lane turret open. That opens up the map so much for his team because they can move pretty much however they want to through the middle of the map. Tannen and Jimmy going in an all-out fight right now. Fatal Finish shows up to assist and they pick up the kill. I don't think Tannen's going to burn down from this mushroom damage. No, he will not. He's got just enough regen and HP left to heal back up over the wave. Q comes down from Joda. Binding cannot connect fully from Soulless Pizza, but he does get a significant amount of damage done from that empowered Q.
Sure does, man. Alright, so I'm just trying to look at... Where are the points of failure for each team, Stretch? I mean, I think the biggest concern I have for blue team is the fact that Vi has all the gold.
Yeah, Vi's got a huge amount of money, and she's not in a situation where she can tank out this damage. If she gets focused by, Lysandra and Jimmy, she'll probably go down despite the Hex Drinker.
Yeah.
And Corki, he's not too far ahead, but he's doing very well. I mean, he's up in farm. He's 202 in kills. He and the Hurricane have been doing very well on this bottom side of the map. Honestly, I think the team's pretty much well-rounded. Lysandra's been struggling just a bit against Soulless Pizza, but Nautilus has been done a good job of making sure that that lane doesn't go too heavily in Soulless Pizza's favor. I mean, he's showed up plenty of times to equalize some of these fights, and it's really kept this Karma in check.
All right, yeah, I agree completely, man. So basically, this whole game hinges on whether or not Vi gets her assassination off of one target. If she does, she can die in peace, having done her job, assuming it's a priority target.
Yeah.
Like if she murks Jimmy, it's over, right?
Pretty much. At the same time, she needs to tank up just a bit. Like
I agree.
A Banshee's Veil would go so far.
Yeah, if she turns that Hex Drinker into a Maw by Mortius, I'm going to be very, very sad.
Yeah,
Don't ever finish your Maw, boys. Don't ever do it.
It's looking that way.
Unless it's like you're playing Olaf against a full AP team, and then it's like, alright, maybe? I don't know. I never advocate finishing Maw by Mortius.
It's even at the really expensive. It's really
so expensive. It doesn't actually do much.
Well, I mean, the passive is one of the highest AD items in the game, but you have to lose health to gain AD, and it's just rough. Like, unless you've got tank items to back it up, then you don't sit low and alive at the same time for a long duration.
I don't know, man. It's such an awkward item. It's not worth the early gold investment. It's fine to complete as like a 6th item, but you don't ever need it. Oh my goodness, Jimmy's in so much trouble. This is the 2nd time.
He's gonna go for the kill there. Picks up the kill on Soulless Pizza. He gets knocked over by Fatal Finish. Hex Drinker gets procced by on Fatal though. Gaston flashes forward. He uses the strong arm anchor wielding thing to kill him. DD Light going in on Tannen Kinslayer there. Good crescendo comes out from Kuju and an even better ulti from Tannen, but he's just got no support right now. He pulls under the ground to just try to get away. Can't quite get away. No, he flashes out. He gets it. Kuju is now left low as well. Marco Smooth in an opportunity to possibly clean up, but he would need the luckiest crits on the face of the earth to make it happen.
I mean, he's got a 25% chance to crit. He's got a blue buff. I believe he needs. Oh, never mind.
20% chance of crit. They nerfed it.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
the risk is enormous now.
Yeah, it's true. 1 in 5, unrealistic. DD Light might actually be in trouble. Never mind. So, Nami Sona matchups are so funny to me, man, because they have almost identical kits, right?
Right.
They're styled a little bit differently, but they trade heals for damage. They speed each other up. They speed their opponents up or their teammates up. And then they have AOE CC. It's just
Yeah, but I prefer Nami.
I do too. It's just funny when they end up facing each other because you're like, these kits are almost identical when they face each other.
Yeah, it's like, all right, damage then heal. All right, we're both
like, yes,
around
they're
the same
executing
health.
different, but when they're against each other, you're just like, man, these two champions do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like, Nami's wave is just a fatter, meaner version of Sona's ult, right?
Yeah, and Sona's just a smaller, more quick version.
More sleek,
of,
more efficient version of Nami.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
All right.
It's
Game is slowing down a little bit. Both teams trying to determine what their next move's going to be. Jimmy's is going to be to hang up in the top lane, but then realizes, Tannen actually has that Spirit Visage, and I don't do nearly enough damage to him. I'm going to have to bounce my way back into the other galaxy from whence I came. Jodo gets ulted up with that Assault and Battery from Fatal Finish. Isn't going to get taken down as that self-ult is going to keep him alive for quite a long time. Solus Pete's in a 2v1 now against Joda, and DD Light has to kite himself away using those shields. Tannen is now looking very strong in this game. Yes, he's almost 50 farm down, but with the amount of cooldown reduction he's gotten under his belt and that little bit of magic resist, there's not much that Jimmy can do to him.
I mean, he does go that Spirit Visage, and I think if he was going to... Oh, no, Tannen,
he gets
what
caught
are you
out.
doing?
He's just in the wrong neighborhood right now. Early pool goes down. He tries to get some damage, but it's not going to happen. Fatal Finish jumps the wall. He's going to get ulted from that Nautilus. Speeds back to base on the back of that Solus Pizza shield, and he's actually going to bait out a Nautilus ulti with pretty much no cooldowns used.
I mean, I don't know. If Tannen was going to go Spirit Visage anyway, why not just build it sooner, survive the lane better, right?
Right.
Tannen, you disappoint me, man. This is why you're a Plat 5 scrub.
He just needed a Spectre's Cowl, and he would have been fine. Hextech Revolver Spectre's Cowl, it would have been great.
It would have been okay. I mean, it would have been better than dying 4 times in lane, right?
Yeah, it would have been. To be fair, the poison duration on Teemo is deceptively long. Like, you think, alright, it's like a 2-second duration, kind of like Singed? No, it's like triple Singed duration.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Tannen goes in again, man. He might actually die here if he's not careful.
And he's trying to ward them off this turret. Lissandra ulti comes right back up.
Don't like that.
They don't want to turn on this one because they're already half HP pretty much. Tannen walks forward, looking pretty strong. Double Bubble Trouble goes down, and that's going to delay them for a bit.
Alright, so I just want to point out, I really don't like the build we're seeing out of Jinx right now. You already see armor being built on Nautilus. You need either a Last Whisperer attacks, but you do not need another BF Sword item. Tannen, no!
Oh my goodness, Tannen gets caught out alone there, just too close to the enemy turret, so his team can't really help him out there, as they've got no room to really fight. The enemy just steps back into turret range, and then there would be nothing that could be done, and the damage that would have gone down would have meant the rest of them probably would have died.
I agree. But yeah, this BF Sword second item on Jinx, do not approve.
Oh yeah.
City, I do not approve.
You need to maximize that crit. You need to maximize that crit right now. Fatal Finish is going to get knocked over. Yep. Gaston with a fantastic Nautilus ulti. He's been doing work this entire match.
Yeah, man. Nautilus MVP. I found my new favorite jungler.
Dude, Nautilus is so cash.
Oh, Sona with the save on Solus Pizza.
Yeah, Jimmy looking to see if he can pick up another kill. Kuju walks over a Shroom. Nami ulti comes out there, and honestly, had Jimmy turned around and auto-attacked Kuju twice, Kuju would have died.
Whoa, stretch. Is Nura building the locket, man? Is that actually happening?
Oh my goodness. It is time.
No, I don't believe it. Has it happened?
She's graduated.
She's done it.
They grow up so fast.
The Arden sensor is finally gone.
They grow up so fast. And this is the time to get it. You've got the sight stone and all of your core stuff. Marco Smooth just...
I don't know what he was doing there.
I don't know. He got cut out and chased up. And just knocked over.
See, guys, when you are irregular enough for our stream, we will make fun of you for things you consistently do.
And then, when you change it, we'll make fun of you for taking so long and changing.
The DCB split push forever strategy, the Hurricane Ardent Sensor strategy.
Yeah. The stretch Thornmail.
The stretch Thorn. See, but the thing is, I can't make fun of you. I love that Thornmail build. Like, I can't. I've been playing a lot of jungle recently, and I'm like, well, I got my sight stone. Time for a Thornmail, right?
You immediately lower that jungle damage significantly and bounce it back because the jungle hits harder, right? So it reflects more damage, so it's efficient.
That's not even what it's about. It's just like, all right, I'm looking to team fight. I'm looking to dive. What gives me the most bang for my buck? Armor. Armor is amazing.
Give me that Thornmail. 100 armor, damage reflection for what? 2,100 gold. It's a bargain.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, the shopkeeper's giving that shit away.
I know. He's like, you brought that coupon? No. You know what? This time, bud, I'm gonna let you buy it for the reduced price anyway. Oh.
Well, that's because actually items carry over throughout the games. He's got literally a stack of those things.
Oh man.
He gets caught out right there, by the way. Just walked a little bit too far in the enemy jungle. That could cost them Dragon, too, by the way.
Definitely could.
Is it worth Jimmy leaving the top lane here?
I don't know. Blue team is trying to nuke this dragon down. Problem is, they don't have Marco Smooth on it, and that's going to give red team enough time to catch up. Fatal Finish is caught in the pit along with the dragon. He doesn't have enough people to help him out. Kuju and Marco Smooth get taken low by Lissandra ulti. Oh my goodness. Blue team does pick up the dragon. So Tannen is trying to win this 4v1. Flashes back out. Can't quite pick up the kill on Joda. Oh, tech comes out, but it's not going to be enough. Fatal Finish turns back around to maybe support him. Decides to use his Vault Breaker to escape, though. And blue team just disengages. Good dragon pickup, though.
Tannen, you broke your own nope rule. You actually turned around to fight. You were out if you just kept walking, man. You got greedy for the kill. Tannen, you can tell it's his first game of the day. He is getting a little bit flustered.
Yeah, he is just not in Tannen mode quite yet.
No, it's actually an Aegis, man.
Ooh.
On the nerd game.
Oh my goodness. See, here's the thing I love about Aegis and Locket. Right? You get the Aegis, 900 gold later, you've got a Locket. In between then, you've either got a Ruby Crystal or a Kindle Gem. The upgrade is 50 gold for a 5-person shield. It's beautiful.
It's 1,000 hit points. And, actually, if you count the MR, I mean, it's way more than 1,000 hit points.
Yeah, it is. That 50 gold, it's like the upgrade for Trinity Force. It's what, 75 gold? But it gives you, like, so much in stats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's 1,000 hit points, and it's an additional 100 MR for your team. Like, that's ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. I love this item. I love this build. Jimmy might actually be able to take out Fatal Finish.
Yeah, 100% right here. Bottom or in the middle lane though, Kuju gets taken low and actually taken out. Marco Smooth gets Nautilus ulted, but before it can even connect, he gets taken out by Corky here. Jimmy just 1v2ing this top side of the map. They walk over a shroom. Soulless Pizza now walks through. He gets taken out next. Jimmy is actually getting taken low by this Vladimir ultimate. And he turns around and gets him with the transfusion. Oh my goodness. Joda cannot get close enough to knock over Tannen as well. And they need to hurry up and do something about Tannen because Vladimir is one of the most ridiculous characters in the game. When it comes to scaling, his stat efficiency is just too dang high.
It's so good, man. And we're finally seeing some attack speed onto Jinx. With a little bit of her bungle in the build path she decided on early, it takes her an extra amount of time to get far. Joda is going to be safe. That was a nice use by Tannen, by the way. You can tell if someone's in a bush if you walk up to it and push your E. You just kind of misjuggled it. So a little bit improper play, but it was a good idea.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to keep those Tides of Blood, stacks rolling too.
Trying to give Tannen credit, man.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He needs the confidence boost.
He was looking for the kill there. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, Tannen's clever, man. He needs the confidence boost.
He's really clever.
Aegis Locket, put me... Yeah, put me in your pocket. I am all about that.
Aegis Locket, put it in your pocket.
Goodness.
Alright.
Trinity Force. So what? I feel like once Jinx finishes her attack speed item, red team's gonna be, or blue team's gonna be looking so good, dude. Yep. The problem with Teemo is his team fight presence, even with that Morellonomicon, is never that great, right?
His range is just so short. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Teemo requires a lot of your enemy team screwing up, or you having like phenomenal outplay with your positioning or your shroom placement.
Right, or you get like a really nice flank or something and can just walk up to the ADC and go, "Ha ha! I was here!" blind.
Like it just takes exceptional play from one side or the other.
Right.
Either exceptionally bad from the enemy team or exceptionally good from your side. And that's one of the frustrations all Teemo players have.
Gaston gets the hook down on Solus Pizza. Good knock-up with that ultimate. Is only going to knock up a single target and not travel to the back of the enemy team. Tannen is in the middle there, trying to stay up and get some good AoE down. Joda gets the ultimate down on Solus Pizza finally, but Tannen is left frontlining for the rest of his group. He gets taken out. Jimmy the Slayer is now looking for the kill onto Kuju. He gets another kill onto Solus Pizza. They don't finish off the kill on Jimmy. The heal, the ebb and flow coming out of the Hurricane heals him for just enough to save his life.
Good reactions on Nura to keep Jimmy alive there. I don't know what they get out of this. It was great to get the fight. There's not a whole lot of objectives they can get out of this almost equal trade in personnel. You're not going to get the tower. There's no buffs to take. There's no dragon. Actually, someone needs to start heading bot, dude. Look at that wave. I want that.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, if you don't want it, I'll go take it.
Yeah, I'm about to tag into the game right now.
Stretch joins the game.
Yep.
That'd be a sick game mode if Cassius could just like show up and take gold. It's like, nope, this is mine. Thanks, man.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's that locket. Love it. Great item. Not really digging Sona's build path. She's going for that full AP route when her team desperately needs a zone or a locket. But this is a great Baron call. Holy crap, this is a good Baron call.
I like it. Fatal Finish is getting pretty low off this Baron, but Tannen is here. He should be able to tank it if you can get it close enough in melee.
Yep. I mean, I think you just do this Baron and you shove top. You don't even worry about Jimmy in the bot lane. You don't worry about this dragon. You know Dragon's up. They know Dragon's up. Just go for the tower, right?
Yep. Push it in, but they're gonna recall. No! Don't recall. No, you have Jinx.
Don't go into the magic
You can
mushroom
pretty much one-shot these waves with Tannen.
This is hard.
Oh my god, look at it go! It's gone! It's like he's playing Diablo.
Whoa!
It's just like there's a whole bunch of minions, and they're gone.
What are you talking about, man? Diablo is hard.
Please.
It takes skill to kill all of those thousands of minions, okay?
Please.
There's no RNG at all involved in that game.
Please. Game is hilarious.
Oh, it's a great game. It's just funny, man.
The game is so
Tell
easy.
me, you're playing on the ladder hardcore mode, right?
Oh,
you gotta go deep.
I am not wasting my time. I'm not getting all the way to like tier 3 or torment 3 rifts or something and be like, alright, I think I can live confidently. I just need to be able to climb the ladder to get to the top, and then death. Oh, well, that is 2 weeks of work down the drain.
Actually, one of my friends, I think, is like rank 400 on the Diablo ladder.
Really?
Right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Somewhere in there. Well, he got one of those stupid furnaces. Oh, Jimmy might be in trouble. Yep, they found him. Oracle Sweeper.
Oh my goodness.
You get spotted, you're done for it. But that's the play Jimmy has to make, right?
Right.
He's got to be looking for these. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen them, but those furnaces are OP as heck.
The furnaces?
Yeah. It's like, they do like quadruple damage or something to elite mobs.
Oh.
I don't know, they're extremely, even if the stats are bad for you, they're extremely efficient.
I gotta see what that is then.
Yeah, but they're like impossible to get, apparently.
Oh my goodness. Fatal Finish gets locked up in the front of this team here. Red is going down very, very quickly, though. Tannen goes deep and then turns golden mode in the middle, just right in front of DD Light. I guess he was expecting a rocket, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I think his cooldowns were just barely off, so he was popping that to try to bait the fight. But very intelligent play out of DD Light, just kind of backing up, not dying to the transfuse.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 dragons to how many dragons? Teemo. Uh-oh. Is that 1 dragon? Yeah, 3-1. Baron was in their favor. They got an inhib. Tannen's hitting critical mass, man.
Yeah, it's getting to that point now. He's got armor, he's got magic resist, he's got damage, and those combined give him a whole bunch of health and a whole bunch of effective health. He's looking like he's going to get a little bit more magic resist. Is he going for a Banshee's Veil here?
I don't know. What does Tannen build after this normally? He's got his max CDR, so he's pretty much open to anything.
I think he usually goes like Death Cap because it gives you a bunch of HP as well at this point.
Yeah, well, you know, Banshee's Veil wouldn't be bad. The additional MR is effective against Corki as well as the 2 AP mages and Nami. So I would not disagree with that decision. And it would also help you against all these stupid Teemo shrooms, right?
Oh, that is very, very true. He might be worried about getting chunked down by these shrooms on the way in.
Yeah, Joda might be in trouble. Forced to flash because he had used his claw to farm. Don't ever do that. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, even though I play Zac and I use my E to farm all the time, it's because I'm actually looking to fight all the time. So
number 6, Zac and A, you can choose to do that.
Come fight me. It's like he's used his E, gank him. Good. I've been looking for this 2v1 for 5 whole minutes.
I already got my Thorn Mail. Let's do this, boys.
Exactly. Ulti is up, Ignite is ready, Passive is ready to be popped and used as bait. The only problem is I can't laugh and dance during it to keep you interested. Like I used to be able to.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if the blobs each had their own individual dance animation?
Oh my goodness, that would be great.
Right? Like just something completely ridiculous. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
That would be truly wonderful. Alright, so
I like the emphasis on vision from the red team. They're doing so much work. Soulless Pizza might be in trouble as the Nautilus ult comes in. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, they finally get him there. That Nautilus ulti is... If you want to catch somebody, you know, Vi ulti will get to a person, Nautilus ulti will also get to a person.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just gonna get there. It may take some time, but it'll arrive eventually. Fatal Finish dashes out with that Vault Breaker, trying to get away. Jimmy the Slayer throws in one more auto attack and turns away. Cool guys don't look at explosions. He wants to pick up this kill, but it looks like the heal coming out of Sona is just going to be enough to keep him alive. Joda ults himself in this fight, gets 0 damage down. Sona ulti whiffs as well. The crescendo is heard by absolutely no one. Tannen gets hit by Jimmy. He's going to zone his out of a lot of that damage, and it looks like he's going to be able to walk away because of it perfectly timed.
Alright, so that answered a whole bunch of questions, by the way. Tannen went for the Abyssal, which is fantastic.
That's fantastic the buy. That's the buy right there.
That is the buy. Sona is allowed to go AP. I still don't agree with it because Vi used all of that gold she found in the laning phase on first that Maw Mortius and then the locket. Love it. Need it. They needed that locket. I didn't catch when they got it, but this is phenomenal. Blue team is just getting all the answers, man. Because that Abyssal is so good.
Oh, dude, it's like one of my favorite items in the game for tanky AP. It's actually it's the best. It's the best tanky AP item. It's like, can you build AP? Yes or no? All right. Do you need magic resistance? Yes or no? Are you ahead? Yes or no? Get a Abyssal if these answers are yes.
And you know, you can basically say just substitute MR for armor, and you're like, yep, Zhonya's. You definitely have 2 options as tanky AP.
Yeah.
Which is something ADs, or tanky ADs feel like they're lacking, because that Maw Mortius doesn't really fill the void.
It's just not very good. Maw costs so much, and it's just so meh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not worth the money. What's the total cost of that thing, like 38? 34?
You know what? No. 38 is not AE. I think it's 3,200.
Oh, let me take a look. I will look this up. I will find the solution for us.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it often enough. Ulti goes down to the Kuju from Joda. He flashes out to try to get a heal off. He does get it. The shield and the heal will keep him alive there. Fatal Finish now stuck in with Gaston. It looks like Tannen's caught just in the middle of 4 members of the enemy team. He almost walks away before DD Light Valkyries forward and picks up the kill. Flame Choppers lock him up though, and a Zap will chunk him down for a bit of his health. Looks like Red Team gets the better end of this fight after Blue Team was looking to take or stop that dragon attempt.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Mal Memory is 3,200.
Yeah. It's pricey for what it does. It's super pricey for what it does. Because sometimes you don't get to use that shield. Like, sometimes it does nothing for you.
And it caps out at 35, so it can get up to 95 additional attack damage.
That's huge. That's a lot of damage.
It's 35... It caps out at 35 additional, so its total amount of AD on it will be 35 at your maximum, or 95.
Right.
Which is huge, but not worth it.
Yeah, and like you have to get down to the point where the shield procs, and that's when the 35 is in full effect.
Yeah.
And like I said, like sometimes you'll be facing an ADC. Like if Vi gets to Corki, like he will take some significant damage. Honestly, had that mob been the Hex Drinker and then like a Sunfire Cape or a Thornmail, would have been golden.
Maybe you don't need a Thornmail this game the more I think about it, just because Corki does so much burst caster damage. So you may not need the Thornmail, but I agree, a Sunfire Cape would be fantastic. I don't think you're gonna return much damage through auto attacks on this.
Right.
Baron ping's coming down for both teams. Joda's actually in the bot lane. She has no TP, has that ignite, so...
Blue team gets a little bit squeamish here, decides to back off of that fight. Gonna say, you know what, we don't want to stay there for too long. Gaston is enormous in this game. He's got a huge amount of health. His cooldowns are really, really low. He's sitting on about... actually, max CDR, 40% right there. So when he wants to go in, he's going to be in, and he's going to be in there for a long time. Gaston turns back around. He didn't need to turn around. If he had been forward, he could have gotten the deep ultimate and knocked up their entire team. Gaston is still kiting backwards. They don't have Corki with them, so they're missing a huge amount of their damage. Lysandra has also already gone down. Jimmy is now stuck between Fatal Finish and Tannen Kinslayer. Tannen picks up the kill with a transfusion. Solus Pizza locks up Gaston, restoring some of his health back, and he's just going to walk in front, looking for the next member of the enemy team already. Fatal Finish gets forward with the Assault and Battery. Flash out of DD Light pulls him out of the fight a little bit. A team award that had been placed years ago picks up a kill onto Solus Pizza and actually slows down Fatal Finish as well, but Blue Team is still 4 strong and they're looking for this inhibitor. Marco Smooth is turning onto DD Light, trying to get the damage down to pick up a kill with a couple crits, but he's not going to be able to get there.
Game. Right? I think you can end the game from this position.
Oh yeah, switch over to that Gatling gun and knock this thing over. Triple bubble out of the Nurk. Yeah, out of the Nurk game. But actually, Red Team has got a couple people up. DD Light's doing some decent damage to Tannen. Can't quite pick up the kill because of the pool, though. And now they're actually going to clear out those minions and allow the enemy to get away.
Go B. You got a huge wave bot if you're not going to be able to win the game. Tannen might die right here. He might have killed himself with that pool. Because he did not allow Sona to heal him.
Oh. I thought that he'll like, go through because he doesn't have to be targeted.
Yeah, but it's still gotta, like, it's not... It won't... It's similar to Zhonya's, where it won't heal somebody that's Zhonya's.
Okay.
Even though they're not quote-unquote targeted.
Right.
And it also won't heal an Elise Repel. I believe it's the same code.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's gonna be a Baron for the red team. There's no real way to stop it unless this miracle Jinx Rocket happens.
Nope, too early. Alright,
my goodness.
Red Team picks up that dragon. Auto attack from Jimmy does only a tiny bit of damage to Fatal Finish. Even despite that Void Staff, besides Void Staff and the Death Cap and the Zhonya's, it was only an auto attack, but I still expected it to do a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely shows that all that MR is working for Fatal Finish right now. I actually would kind of like to see him trade out his Moby Boots at this point. He's already not going to be finding much use for those. Those are good for like single catches or flanks or something, but at this point you should be stacked with your team. You should just be ulting the first carry that appears, so you're never going to actually get your Moby boots off.
Yep, top side of the map, red team's leading in an enormous wave of Baron empowered minions. Tannen's going to do his darndest to clean these up with Tides of Blood, and honestly, oh my goodness, the Vladimir wave player is crazy.
Okay, what do you think about this? If you're playing Jimmy, right? If you're Jimmy and you're stomping Tannen as much as you are in lane, right?
Right.
What if you just build a Banner of Command? Vladimir can't deal with that super minion that's immune to magic damage.
That is very true. What if you build a Zerat's portal and you guard it with a field of shrooms?
I mean, you could do that too. I really like. I think Jimmy did everything right. I think that'd be super interesting.
Oh yeah. All right, Nautilus tanking up a huge amount of this damage, gets taken out finally by Marco Smooth. Move forward from fatal finish. Nerdcane gets taken down by Marco Smooth there. Crescendo lands onto Jimmy, which finishes him off. Marco Smooth is just looking for so many more kills. Red buff slows him down just enough for the last auto attack to connect. And Joda walks away. He still has ulti and most of his cooldowns up there, so maybe he wasn't a part of that fight. I didn't quite watch it closely enough to see where his was. No, I'm seeing the replay over on my other screen. He was just disconnected over the wall. His positioning was a little bit off, and that might have been the damage they needed to really make that fight successful.
It was so close, man. If Vlad had been there, it would have been over. That might be the game, man. You already have one Nexus tower down. If you just blitz the Nexus, you might be able to just burn it down. You have 40 seconds, right? Joda can't do anything. He might kill Tannen. Never mind.
Doesn't quite get it there. Blue team gonna blitz through here, looking to try to get their minions up and going. Marco Smooth has that Bloodthirster shield, so he might be able to tank it out. Tannen is going to brave the laser, switches aggro using the pool there. Great move on his part. Team shield out of Soulless Pizza to keep everyone safe, and that's the game.
That is the game. Okay, I'm looking at this now. Banner of Command, 200 health, 60 AP, 20 MR, 10 CDR. If you're playing, like, don't you think that would have been hilarious and perfect? Like, Jimmy could have just left the lane at that point.
That is very true. He could have gotten the pressure down, thrown down the minion, and Vladimir would just would have been stuck auto attacking it forever.
Flying.
Just going, no, stop hitting my turret.